The Stanley Cup Final begins tonight between the Dallas Stars and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, I don't know if you guys heard, but Steven Stamkos is questionable and may be able to play in this Stanley Cup Final. We know that it's going to be Khudobin in net for the Dallas Stars, and we know that it's going to be Andrei Vasilevskiy for the Tampa Bay Lightning. But beyond that, who are the X-Factors, the catalysts? Who's going to tilt the series every which way for where one of these teams could win their second Stanley Cup in their history? With Tampa having won in 2004 and Dallas having won in 1999. Remember that famous Brett Hull goal? Alright, as far as X-Factors go, for Dallas, I have Tyler Seguin. He's had a poor playoffs by any stretch of the imagination, and almost everyone around him has been incredible. I mean, you look at guys like Joe Pavelski, even somebody like Corey Perry, who doesn't score like he used to, but he stirs it up. Jamie Benn has stepped to the plate. Miro Heiskanen has been amazing. John Klingberg has also been great. Tyler Seguin is one of the highest paid players on this team. He's considered a superstar in the league, and he needs to show it in these finals. You look at clutch guys like Patrick Kane for the Chicago Blackhawks when they've been in the finals. Sidney Crosby, Ryan O'Reilly, Anze Kopitar. Like, these are guys who step up to the plate when they need to, and Tyler Seguin really needs to do that. And for Tampa Bay, I have Brayden Point, arguably their best player on that team. I know you got Nikita Kucherov, who has all the skill in the world. He's the most skilled player, but the best all-around player for me, it's either Victor Hedman or Brayden Point. And you know that you don't need to worry about Hedman. He is one of the best, if not the best defenseman in the world. He's going to show up. He's going to make sure that he gives a great performance night in, night out for your team. Same thing with Kucherov. His skill is just going to carry him to heights that is almost not possible for 95% of the NHL. But Brayden Point in his first Stanley Cup final needs to bring it. In every facet, defensively, offensively, special teams, I want to see Brayden Point have a breakout Stanley Cup final for the Tampa Bay Lightning if they want to have a shot to win this thing. Look, in the regular season, the Tampa Bay Lightning would be considered really, honestly, way better than the Dallas Stars. But right now, with the magical playoffs that Dallas has had, and honestly, something that we've been expecting from the Dallas Stars for a few years now, since they went out and signed Radulov, and they re-signed Klingberg, and they've got these young talents like Heiskanen, on top of like Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin, you know, Corey Perry, Joe Pavelski. This is something we expect from them, and now they're playing up to their potential, so I really do think that this series is even. On defense, you look at it, I mean, I know Hedman, he's in a league of his own, but Heiskanen is getting there. And Klingberg is also incredible. You got guys like Jamie Alexiak and Esa Lindell who can really grind it out and give you a good performance for all of your defense instead of just like one or two guys. But on Tampa, they also have guys like Shattenkirk, McDonough, who's a beast to help out Hedman, Sergachev, and then you've got, you know, guys who grind it out there too, like Luke Schenn and Zach Bogosian. So I say that, you know what, it's pretty even here. And then on offense, you would look at it in the regular season and you might say that Tampa has an advantage. Even just looking at guys like Cirelli, Killorn, Palat, like guys who aren't flashy, but they will put up their numbers. They're going to score their goals. But you know what? Dallas has those guys too now. I know you look at the big three, which would be Seguin, Benn, and Radulov, but then you got guys like Rupe Hintz, who hasn't had the best playoffs. This Kiviranta kid who's coming out of nowhere and he's a monster. Denis Gurianov, who's having the playoff of his life and who could really turn the series in Dallas's favor. Then you got guys like Pavelski who could tip pucks from the moon and they would still go in the net. And then Corey Perry who can stir it up. Like, I really do think that this is an even series and we might be in for one of the best Stanley Cup finals that we've seen in years, honestly. And then in net, I mean, you look at it on paper, Andrei Vasilevskiy blows Anton Khudobin out of the water on paper. But, again, Khudobin is having the playoffs of his life. He's been incredible. So, I mean, I'll still give the advantage to Tampa on this one because they have like a true superstar goaltender. But don't underestimate Anton Khudobin. I'm a Flames fan. Trust me, I underestimated Anton Khudobin in this playoffs. So, honestly, look out for him. He could give you some stellar performances and maybe bring Dallas to their second ever Stanley Cup. What do you guys think? Who's going to take Game 1 tonight? Who do you got winning the Cup, winning this series? And who are your X Factors? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.